Russ, the unbeaten run comes to an end.
Yeah, it's just said to the lads in there, it's hard to go 9 unbeaten in any league, so proud of that. Thought the game, first half, was sort of non-event. Thought we were a better side second half. Disappointed with the goal. I need to watch the goal back. Thought we were too deep from the situation leading up to the goal, but obviously I need to watch that back. And then we thrown the kitchen sink at them. And even first half, I know it was drab, but Lewis hits the inside of the post. On another day that goes in. So small margins every game. We're on the wrong end of it today. Don't usually like mentioning officials, but I thought the referee was really poor today. I thought
The second half in particular, you looked frustrated by the inconsistency of the officiating.
Yeah, exactly that. That's the word I used. Be consistent. I don't think he was. I think we could have 2 penalties. We got Lafondra lying down on his face when he sits his arm. It's a penalty. And then with Curtis's chance at the end as he volleys it, the lad wipes him out. So it's a foul anywhere else on the football pitch, so why do we not get a penalty? Because I think on the balance of play, certainly a second half performance, we deserve something from that game.
You go again on Tuesday, here against Whitby.
Yeah, they've just got beat 4-3, so high scoring game at Mickleover. So we go again Tuesday, we keep going. These lads have been incredible. I mean, you look at the work they put in today, certainly the second half when we're chasing. Just said to them they're obviously really disappointed, so am I. But I can't ask any more from the group. I can ask a bit more quality from the group, but as in work and attitude and application, absolute dream to work with.
I'm sure plenty of Gainsborough supporters will want to know, what are the chances of Declan Howe being fit for Tuesday?
Yeah, we certainly hope so. He's got a little niggle, so he's touch and go. I don't know. He needs to settle down. He's got an extra. He didn't train Thursday, so he's probably got a week to see how it settles. But it's touch and go. Obviously missed him today, but we had to rejig the team a little bit.
Rejig the formation?
Yeah, rejig everything really. We've got sort of 3 number 10s on there that you've got to move into different areas of the pitch. We did that. We matched them up towards the end with their 3-5-2. We were surprised they played a 3-5-2. I don't think they've played a back 3 for a long time. So we matched that up last sort of 20 minutes and threw the kitchen sink at it. And again, Lewis's header at the end, just couldn't get his head around it. From a long throw, and we just chucked bodies in the box, and Dylan goes up from goal to try and get a goal. And I think I'm disappointed for the players, disappointed for the supporters, because I think we deserve something from that game today.
Thanks for your time, Russ, as always.
What did you make of the performance today?
I thought first half it was pretty even, Stephen. Not a lot of chances created from both teams, apart from obviously Lewis's chance that he hits the inside of the post with. It's the key moment. I think it's same as any game. First goal is massive in any game. Obviously they've got the first goal, but inches from taking the lead just before half time. Disappointed with their goal. Need to look at it back. But after that, I thought we threw the kitchen sink at it. We long throws in the box, balls in the box, just like that final finish. But we just we deserve something from that game, because for me, 2 penalties in there. The handball where he holds his face when it's hit his arm in the box, and the foul on Curtis as he volleys it over the bar. It's a foul anywhere on the pitch, so why has it not been given today? Like I say, I'm usually quite calm regarding officials, but he really frustrated me today because I thought his performance lacked consistency towards my team. Like I just mentioned, there 2 penalties and decisions where our lad makes 1 foul and it's a yellow card. Their number 7 must have made 5 or 6 fouls in first half. Dived in the second half trying to get another free kick. Didn't get a yellow card. So looking for consistency from the officials, which I think they let us down today.
You mentioned Lewis hitting the post. How big of a moment in the game do you think that was?
There's always big moments because, like I said, when I touched on it, the first goal's huge in any game. They got the goal and then they sat off. They sat and soaked up pressure, and we didn't have probably the quality or the little bit of luck you need for it to just drop to you. Lewis's chance at the end where he just can't get his head around it when the keeper's pushed it up in the air. But can't ask any more from the players actually work-wise. Dead on the feet at the end, and that's what they've been like all season. they're credit to work with.
How big of a miss was Declan Howe?
Yeah, it's always a big miss, isn't it? It's that's his first game he's missed in 18 months since I signed him. His goals speak for itself. I think we struggle a bit today regarding who plays up there. We mix and match a little bit, but you miss that's him stretching the game, and obviously misses goals. So yeah, he's going to be a big miss. Bobby was a miss in midfield as well. Yeah. His quality in there. 2 key players for us.
Quick turnover between now and Tuesday. Are you confident that you can pick the lads up and go again?
Yeah, of course we are. It's our first defeat in 10, so there's no crisis. It's a game we shouldn't have lost, in my opinion. If you play poorly and lose, then you're frustrated. But I'm not frustrated. I'm frustrated with the officials more than the game, to be honest. Because I think if he refs it consistently, we definitely get something out of that game.
Okay, yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Well, just starting off a 1-0 loss today. How do you feel the lads performed despite the loss?
I thought it was a steady performance. Not one of his best, but you're missing 2 key players as well. But the lads who stepped in did a good job. As I've said before, the goal's disappointing. But how many other chances did they create? They had the header, I think, from one of the corners, and I can't remember them making another chance. I can't remember Dylan making another save, apart from the fantastic save he made first half. After that, I think certainly after their goal, it was one-way traffic. Like I say, we threw everything at it, but just couldn't get that goal.
Yeah, and specifically on Will Lancaster, he had an excellent performance today. How do you think he did compared to the rest of the lads? And how do you think he can pick up that form continuing onto the season? He's
been like that all season. If you watch on a regular basis, that's how he performs week in, week out. Excellent footballer, great kid. Wants to learn, wants to get better. I think you can see improvement throughout the season with him. He's getting stronger as well for his aerial duels. Excellent player.
And just on Daniel Devine, he went off, I believe, with an injury. Do you have any news on how he's doing and if it will impact the rest of your season?
Yeah, we do. We've got some bad news. It's his Achilles, so that'll definitely put him out for the rest of the season, and maybe longer. So that's another blow, from today.
And just finally, with the setbacks from the injuries and, of course, now, unfortunately, the unbeaten run coming to an end, what are you going to do to move forward to catch up with the form that you've just had?
First and foremost, probably try and get a couple of players in. It's the deadline next Thursday. So obviously Danny will be missing. Bobby's still out. Bobby won't be fit for Tuesday, we don't think. Deck's touch and go, so all of a sudden you go from a settled team, a settled squad, with a small squad as well, only carrying 16, 17 players. You lose 3 key players, puts you on the back foot. So first and foremost, it's trying to get replacements in if possibly can, which it'll be challenging, but we'll do as best, and if not, we have to go with what we got, and that's it.
Perfect, thank you so much.
Always.